Welcome to Podcastration Classic! I hope that scared the crap out of your beehole. Because you deserve it for watching and listening to something so stupid as us. This is a fishing video provided by Paul for a change, which is nice. You're gonna have to excuse the shoddy film work. He was up there to fish and recording was secondary. Whereas when I'm out biking or doing my thing, I'm focusing on video and I still fuck it up. So, you know. And I'm using good equipment to where, in his case, I just gave him a ball cap with an action camera mount to it because it was only $12. Where I have $200 video sunglasses and I'm still figuring those things out. But, you know, for what it is, it's pretty good. It's a nice campground. I need to go up with him someday and get around the actual camping area and get maybe some of the stuff on the outskirts of the camp. Go into town for a little bit. But for now, this is just him fishing, not catching. But, yeah, you can see why he likes the place so much. It is a cool campground, I'll give him that. So, yeah, Buckaloons. If you like to fish and party, that's the place to do it. So, other than that, that's pretty much all I got. Hopefully the video quality of this is alright. This program I've been using, it's way more complicated than it needs to be. There's expensive ones that I'm sure work better, but then you gotta pay for them, and then you still have the same issues of figuring it out as you go along. They're so user-friendly, and they could be so simplified, but they're not, so... Anyway, that's enough tech talk. Here is the audio from 2023 to Paul fishing in June of 2026. Peace out, bro.
Podcastration's gonna rock the nation in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Salesman!
That's actually a good one for today because
It is a good one for today.
we have Rush-themed beer.
Rush-themed beer.
Just like that scared away.
And yeah, that's all it took. Great job.
Fine. Yeah, that was the, our seating arrangement was all based on the cat. It
Yeah.
basically took over the chair. Till now. Haha. Rodent.
Don't you talk about Lemmy like that.
Anyway, we are podcasting. It feels like it's been a while since...
it has been a really long time, and a lot has happened.
Yeah, we
A
might
lot
as well
has
get
happened.
right into it. Fuck it.
Both of our grandparents died.
Yep.
Levon lost his grandpa, like...
They were about, a couple weeks apart?
I feel like
Pretty close.
your grandpa... When did your grandpa die? Was he around at Christmas time? Your
It was
grandpa make
after
through
Christmas. It was first, second week of January.
Okay. First, second week of January. So the second week of January?
I'll say, yeah, around there.
The first week of January is
I know
the first
it was,
week of January.
yeah. It's,
The first, second week of January.
I said first or second. First or second week of January.
I didn't hear no. Thanks, Brooke. I'm glad Brooke has her. So anyhow,
Ow.
so my grandpa died on the 23rd. Basically, my grandpa died. Levon, I think your grandpa died like I don't know what day it was, but like the weekend of the 14th.
Oh, was it that late? Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
That's crazy. How old was your grandpa?
I think 88 or 89.
Okay.
I kind of forget what year his birthday was. I think 88.
It's hard to keep track when they're that old. Like when you have to like.
I never really asked or cared. You know, you never think I know he served in the Korean War in '53, so he would have been like 18 or 20.
My grandpa wasn't in the war. He served like around wartime, but he was never.
Mine was born in
anymore.
35. I'm pretty sure.
My grandpa was 93 when he died.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are the chances? What are the chances like we lose our grandparents basically within a week of each other?
Yeah, that's pretty odd.
I'm 33, you're like 45 or something.
Yeah, sure. Why don't I?
Well, you're older than shit. I know that.
Yeah.
And you're gross looking, so you have to be old.
I'll be 38 next week.
Holy balls.
Yeah.
38 next week. That's gross. That's got to be.
My heart's already aged about 52, so.
You look like death.
My grandma died when I was 3 on Christmas Eve. My other grandparents on my mom's side were shitbags, motherfucking. So, I didn't have grandparents. So, guys.
Great happy subject.
Why would yeah, just don't hey. We're here to talk good on people. We're not here to like this is what girls do.
I'll tell you what,
this
dude,
is what girls do.
For me, I think it was a relief that mine was gone because especially in this COVID, what a miserable time to be stuck in a fucking home where you can't even have visitors for like better part of 3 years.
Yeah.
And I was sick for about a week and just stuck at home like doing nothing and I was miserable. Just one weekend of not being able to fucking do anything. Of course, I'm not 88 years old, but jeez, I was like, ugh. So for me, it was just like, yeah, just be done with it.
Yeah.
Because that being stuck in an old person's home, that ain't no way to.
My grandpa
live.
was still really like, he was still really with it. He was in a assisted living home, but he was basically as close to not needing assisted living as possible. Like he was still really, we lived, say when we were living at the apartment complex, he lived down the street from me.
I mean, I only seen him a few times, but that was then, you know, it always seemed like.
And he was walking around then. He was still walking around.
Seems like if you can avoid the stroke,
yeah,
you know, you're
and the
almost
falls.
Yeah, and it was kind of both of them. I seen my pap the one day. You know, it's funny because you're going to be the same way. Too stubborn, you know. You'd be like, "We're here, let us do it," but then he would just, before you know it, you'd hear like, because he's walking up the steps with like a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
and then he'd just be like, "I don't know why I did it, but it's just what you do." You know, your brain, you don't, you know, especially back then when their era, they grew up working way harder. It was a lot different life than, like, I'm going to be an old slob. I'm going to need a retirement home.
No, you're not going to make it that long.
No, I don't think my heart's going to last that long.
You're not going to make it that long. I have you pegged for, like, maybe 70, and you're going to be miserable by 65.
Yeah, by then I'm like...
He's going to be like 104.
That's what it'll happen. I'll be the one that...
I think I will live to be 120. I fully believe that I will live to be like an old man.
The healthy
like
people don't live all that long. Look at the rock and roll. Look at the fucking Aussie. How is he? I thought he was going to die when I was a kid.
My grandpa was so healthy, and he was 93.
Yeah.
And honestly, his only bad time, his last week, he was sick. He was in the hospital for like 3 days with pneumonia. He had pneumonia and the flu, and he couldn't swallow, and he just basically that like. Yeah. Without getting into like details, that was basically like that was going to be it for him. And he said before he went into the hospital, when he still had like wits about him, he said like, "I'm pretty sure this is going to be it for me."
Yeah,
and he knew like he
knew.
Almost
be. I don't know.
Like
It's hard to.
2 days before he went back to his assisted living and hospice, like we were with him and he was telling us more detailed stories than I could ever.
Talking about fishing and just.
Talking about fishing.
We were talking about like going up to Buckaloons and going fishing, and like there was like 4 or 5 of us on a fishing, like just wading up a creek, and he knew like where people were standing and just where we were catching fish. And that's just the way Grandpa was. At the funeral, we were going through like all the photo albums, and he has behind every picture a little note written about like which, you know, what is which and whatnot. Very that's just kind of the way it was.
Okay. For you listeners, Brooke's getting me an old photo to look at and explain. I guess there's something funny about it or something. Well, before I even look at this picture, I'm gonna laugh because same thing with my pap's funeral, a lot of photo albums, and I just kept laughing because not so much the clothing style of the 60s, but when glasses came out, I know they were new, but those glasses that women wore back then, why would they look like that?
What do you mean, like horn rim glasses?
Oh yeah,
with the thingies,
the ones
that
go way up and out to the side, like they look horrible.
They're like a joke.
They are horrible.
But they're not a joke.
When I see them on TV or movie, you think like, oh, they're just making a cartoony version of it, and no, that's what they were. And like, wow, I really like I could get why contacts were invented.
My dad had stupid glasses too.
So just look at the top.
Here, just give him the picture.
Explain what's going on in the top, and then you can read the bottom.
Well, is that a midget on the left? Because that looks like Wee Man, but this is clearly from. Okay, they're both midgets.
Explain it. Don't spoil anything.
And so I assume one of these is his old man, but it's.
Brooke, stop.
I'm gonna guess this is 1971. Oh, this is 52. Holy shit. Yeah. So They're clearly in a hospital of some kind because they're in wheelchairs and there's patients laying in gurneys. It looks like behind them. So what's the deal with the midgets?
Well, go ahead and read the caption.
Okay. Out loud. Want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Lending a helping hand to a couple of wheelchair speed demons are midget wrestlers Tuffy McRae and Chief Little Beaver. Oh my goodness. Ready for the free ride are Fred Schultz. I don't know what FN means. Fred Schultz, FN of New Kensington, Pennsylvania. And to his right, Glenn Kennedy, GMSN of Watonga, Oklahoma. The Mighty Mites Tripler Awards on Thursday afternoon. So, I don't know what USMD means. That's not military, obviously, but what is the point of this?
So he was stationed at Pearl Harbor in like the 50s.
Oh, so he was in the service.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it seems military, but
yeah, he was a machinist. And he was at Pearl Harbor, and he had his knee operated on while he was over there. And so, like, I guess they had a midget wrestling thing like the USO put on. And
literally, the midget on the far left, if you said that was Wee Man's grandfather, it's like,
if you saw this in an album, would you also need to, like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It says, like, pull it out and read it. And it brought, like, so much.
Because
like,
now that I look at it, because I've only seen, his grandpa really a couple times, I didn't. Because even when I look at my own grandpa, I only know him as an old man.
Yeah.
So when I look back, I mean, I could tell, but if.
Yeah, my grandpa's always been old. And then you see pictures of him when he was like a kid in the 40s and 50s. Like, holy crap, this guy was like a...
With midgets.
Yeah.
Midget wrestlers.
I wonder what their rights were like back then.
Oh, I can't imagine. Well, I guess if you're not a wrestler, you're kind of...
Well, they were still white, so they're probably a little above.
Yeah. I don't know, though, man.
I don't know if they were considered minorities back then or not. They were wrestlers. I
don't know. I think midgets probably had water fountains before black people got to use white people.
Couldn't reach them.
No, they probably had small water fountains.
They had kid fountains.
That's a sad state of the United States.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? It's funny, but it's dark.
Back when times were so simple.
It's not really funny.
Midgets. Little people, big problems.
Oh, dude, I forgot. Schultz family is in shambles.
Oh, jeez.
Apparently, a dude up the road from camp decided to, without any, evidence, he just said, hey, Schultz has, destroyed the camp.
No, that's fucking weird, because we were up there that time.
We were just there.
We didn't do, anything.
Levon Brooke and I were up there. My dad was up there. And Fred was up there. And then... the next week, my uncle came up and bullshat with a neighbor, and everything seemed cool. And then my uncle went to book the camp, and they said, "You guys were up there in December, and you trashed the place, and you're kicked out of the camp." It was like, dang, for sure, none of that's true.
No, we don't even spend much time in the camp.
No,
out throughout the day, we're out in the woods hunting, and then.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
You guys did tell me. What about putting a hole in the wall or something?
Yeah, they said somebody I don't know, punched a hole or put a hole in the drywall. Somebody ripped the baseboard off the wall and left guns out over when nobody was there.
Mud
on the ceiling.
Mud on the ceiling, how?
Tore up the yard.
It almost sounds intentional. How do you get mud on the fucking ceiling?
And the neighbor said he cleaned it up, so there's no evidence of it, of course. So, literally, for no reason, and after, I'm going to say, maybe it hasn't been 50 years, but it's definitely been 40 years of, Schultz is putting a ton of work into the camp and being general.
You guys were just up there this summer. I wanted to go up and help, but there was no point. But I know you guys went up and did a lot of work.
We always do. Wintertime is always we go trim trees.
We're always super thorough of.
Couldn't be cleaner. We always leave the camp better than we came. No matter what happens.
It's not like we're partying up there.
For sure.
We don't. Yeah.
It's rare. It's Levon and I. Listeners who know us. We like to have a good time. When we're at camp, we're extremely mature.
Yeah, we don't do anything like that. We just hunt and.
Anytime we do heroin, we always have Narcan around.
We keep our hookers in line.
Prostitutes never sleep over. Yeah. Never sleep over. I don't like. It's just.
That's what the shed's for.
It's what the shed's for.
Speaking of shed, I'm shedding this hoodie. I don't know why I'm still wearing it. Keep talking. I'm just gonna take it off real quick.
I keep drinking this beer, and I'm holding it in my left hand, and that's what side my microphone's on. So I'm afraid of like.
All right, that's better.
Done that a few times. I don't know if you could hear that. Hopefully you can't hear it.
Anything beer related is, I mean, dude, excusable.
I did a stupid thing too.
Exist?
Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm gonna call it a rattled decision because it did not need done. But I was just really trying to keep myself busy, and I was like, so when Grandpa died, I had time off work, and like for like a couple of days that I had off, like I would have been more useful being at work, like having my mind off things. I
could have worked it. I had a Monday and a Friday off, and I could have been off those 3 days, but I'm just like, but a week straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just got nothing to do. It's winter. I'm like, I'd rather just be at work. Well, not that I'm sad enough for an honest day's work, but, you know, just not bumming around pouting all day. But anyway, as you were.
Basically, I had to, like, get my dress clothes cleaned kind of fast. Not this, like, I needed clean clothes, and I had, a dress white shirt and some dress pants and some, like, just general dress clothes so I could have a shirt and tie for the funeral. And my white shirt had a little bit of, like, you get that stain around your collar of, like, your nice shirts.
There's just stains.
You wouldn't know.
You can't have white. They get stains of...
You know how you get, like, chili stains on every shirt you own?
Yeah. I'm looking down. I'm sure I got food stains and...
That pesky nacho cheese. I just
now
don't
that
have,
I've only
had chocolate on. Actually, this shirt cleaned up.
I've only had I still don't even have a beard. I wouldn't even call it a full beard, and I have to every fucking time I eat. And I'm like, I get careful about it. I still get food all through it.
I was at work, and a lady at work was I don't see her all that often. Like I was like saying hi to her and whatnot. We were walking down the hall, and she says, "Oh, you have something in your beard," and I said, "Is it a booger?" Because I had blown my nose a little bit ago, and she says, "No, I think it's a fuzzy." She says, "You mind if I pick it out?" I said, "No, I guess not." Like, so I like lifted up my face, and she got her like thumb and pinky, and was like picking this thing out of my beard, and she goes, "Oh no, it is definitely a booger. It's like stuck in there."
Yeah, that's fucking.
That's so gross. I warned you. I asked you not. I told you it might be a booger, and you said it wasn't, and then it was. That's gross, and I feel bad for you, but also you did it to yourself because you could have just let me go or said, "Hey, there's something in your beard."
Oops.
Yeah. So I didn't have bleach, and my shirt needed bleached, but and I was just kind of like, honestly, I was just rattled, and I wanted to be busy, and so I did. So I did something to be busy. And I thought, like, okay, I don't have clothes bleach, but I have granulated chlorine for the pool.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't even know there was different kinds, but oh, yeah, I guess there is.
Like powder, chlorine powder for throwing into your pool. And I have, hey, I still have like 50 pounds of this from the summertime. So I put in, like, not much of it at all. And a Tide Pod. Shout out to Tide Pods.
Let's party! Woo!
Get some sleepy chicken, man. And I made some sleepy chicken. Yeah, how about Rob Gronkowski? I don't know. I guess I don't have anything about it.
That was last year. He retired.
No, he's doing some kind of Super Bowl kick of field goal.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
So anyhow, I put like maybe whatever the big spoon of a tablespoon, teaspoon, one of those things. I put that of like powdered chlorine in the washing machine, thinking like this will work like bleach because it's chlorine, like it's bleach.
Yeah.
So it would, except that it reacts like violently to water, and you can't just like get it kind of wet. You have to like douse it in water. Like it's too reactive to like get like moist. You have to just get it fully like, if you throw a cap into a 12,000 gallon pool or however much the pool is, that's cool, but don't like pour 4 ounces of water into a cup of it. So what happened was whenever the water is like pouring into the washing machine, it just burnt holes through my clothes.
Oh, it just fucked it all up. Yeah.
So my clothes, like, not only were they not clean, because somehow it made like the khaki of my pants went onto my white shirt, and also they're full of holes. I basically just ruined all of my good clothes.
Well, while we're on that topic,
I've lived at my house for going on a decade now, and I have a well water, and I've never added any additive to it. You're supposed to put like bleach in there, or I think chlorine tablets or something to kill bacteria, but I never have because my water tastes really good. But my hot water reeks.
Ah.
And I know it's because there's bacteria in it. But it's like I turn on the hot water and let it run for a while, and it smells like kind of sulfur, and you're like, this is fucking gross. But if you turn the tap on cold and you drink it, it's delicious.
Doesn't do any of that.
It's so good. It don't smell or anything, so it's weird. So, but I don't want to add to it.
I don't remember you having good
the
water.
hot water, I know it's clean. The hot water don't stink. But now I don't want to add, I don't want the chlorine taste. You know what I mean?
I haven't been to your house in a long time.
It is maybe that's why it tastes good. I know it's not dangerous. It's not even the stuff that's in it. It's not that it's not healthy. But my water ain't hard or anything. But
next week we're talking about Lethan's funeral.
Yeah. Well, it's been going on 10 years. So okay, we're gonna get ready for a commercial break here. But we got a song for you coming up instead of commercials, and I got this little topic. We're just gonna do the Putin song.
Oh, okay. Beer League Bastards, but with different words.
Yeah, basically. And a little side story is me and Brett, the other sometimes co-host, we were sitting at the bar.
Everyone knows Brett. Travis Jack knows Brett.
Yeah.
Zach Boder knows Brett. There we go. We said it. How long were we podcasting for? 23 minutes.
Anyway, we were sitting at Mel's bar, and you know how it is. When you're sitting at a bar, people are talking about politics and shit, and people are actually talking about the Ukraine war. And Brett said for him traveling around that he was at work at one of the hospitals. There's a bunch of people at a convention from Ukraine, and he was like, according to them, he's like half of them were actually rooting for Russia. The people living up there weren't even happy with the government, that they were pretty corrupt before all this bullshit. And it's just funny because you'll never hear a sentence of that side of the story. But according to Brett, he's like, the people that are actually from there, they're actually supporting Putin. And he made according to what he said, these people were saying that their country was kind of going to shit before all this anyway.
So basically that's true, but also they're killing a lot of people senselessly.
Oh yeah. Well, the war ain't the answer for anything. But the other part of this was, that got us leading to, we always talk about, I always want to come up with a conspiracy theory. Somehow led into that, and Brett came up with a pretty decent conspiracy theory. I got it written down here. His idea was that Democrats invented termites to kill trees to cause global warming and attempt to...
So the trees die.
Yeah. And then they can blame it, on all the Republican, business end of the deal. And blame it on them. Well, it's something, at least that's the basis of it.
Okay.
But
okay. I guess I get it.
My instinct is to try to make sense of it to you.
Yeah.
But these things don't have to make sense. That's the thing of it. Making sense is... Yeah. You just throw it out there in the ether and let people on the internet make their own sense about it.
Because nobody wins.
Yeah.
Jobs don't get made by manufacturing, and trees are still dead.
Yeah. On that note, fuck Putin. Here's a song for the Ukrainians.
Here's a song for the Ukrainians, guys. We did a little bit of work on it.
This is a kind of an accidental rework of an old song, but they won't know that.
No. Who's going to know what 3 chords we used?
All right. Ready? Oh, Putin, you're such a sore pain in the ass. Death in vain in the Ukraine, how can you be so crass? Oh, my dear Vladimir, damn your evil ways. Your insane and your disdain have seen its final day. Kick it. You mother Russians, lick my nuts and suck my mighty dick. Yeah, you'll be loving my Dutch oven, cause you make me sick. You guys been falling since old Stalin waved his evil wand. But Credo's calling and we're all in with bullets and brawn. You modern Nazis, how you got me into such a rage? Your sovereignty is make-believe, it's time to turn the page. Your world relations, a disgrace, and it will surely bring
degradation to your nation. And with that we sing, hey, Putin, you're such a sore pain in the ass. Yeah, death in vain in the Ukraine, how can you be so crass? Oh, my dear Vladimir, damn your evil ways. You're insane and your disdain have seen its final days. Hey. That's right, you Russian whores, I hope your army shits the bed. There's no call for this useless war, so suck my dick instead. Your KGB can't cage me, can't pull me from this race. So despite your greed, I'll succeed and you'll be a disgrace. With guns a-shooting and tons of looting, famine, fear, I'll give Putin my big boot and kick his Russian rear. No rhyme or reason, pride and treason, all you commie goons will be squeezed in on your knees and singing this here tune. Cause Putin, you're such a sore pain in the ass. With death in vain in the Ukraine, how can you be so crass? Well, oh my dear Vladimir, damn your evil ways. Yeah, you're insane and your disdain have seen its final days. Oh.
Free Pussy Riot!
And we're back.
That was my Rush song impersonation, which we're going to get into right now because we've got Rush beers.
Oh, on the topic, but not really on the topic, I saw that Les Claypool is coming back on tour. And he was supposed to come with Primus when COVID happened, and it got canceled because of COVID.
I didn't even know, was you going?
I didn't have tickets yet, but yeah,
I don't know if I'd be. Well, I'd probably have a good time.
It was Primus and the Sword was opening for him, and I had wanted to see the Sword for forever, and they broke up now.
I don't listen. Well, the Sword I know of. Primus I don't really listen to. I've listened to it before, and a lot of it to me still just silliness, but also live.
It's probably awesome live.
I know one thing. I'm basically my next gig that I go to. I'm not doing a stoner rock gig. The next one I'm going to, I want to see a band that plays rock and roll and wants to have a good time, because I'm kind of burnt out on this just standing I go to these stoner rock bands, and it was cool for a while, but it's been going on a decade, and I'm half the time, people just don't even get into it. These bands I've been seeing, these opening bands are just so boring. And it's just people kind of in zombie mode, just slowly head-bobbing, and it was cool for a while, but the next band I see, I want to see some, I want people, moving around a little bit and enjoying themselves. Not feeling like I'm ready to go take a nap halfway through the set.
So, Primus, the last time they were going to come to town, they were supposed to do the cover of Farewell to Kings.
Yeah, the Rush album. Yeah, which I remember saw that, and that would have been cool.
It would have been really cool, and I really wanted to go, but it didn't happen. Yeah. So anyhow, this time they're coming to town. It's not Primus. It's, Les Claypool and his Fabulous Frogs or something. He has a goofy name. And they're doing Pink Floyd's Animals.
Okay.
And I don't know who they're bringing with them. Yeah. But I really want to go.
Yeah, I mean,
because I wanted to go last time.
Here, what did I just say? We're gonna go listen to Pink Floyd's Animals, which is literally just that stuff, but also
no, they'll do it cool, dude. They did the freaking Willy Wonka songs.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a funk master of bass. That's literally even if it's not a genre, even like I said, the music I go to, it doesn't even necessarily have to be good. It just has to be some kind of energy, and that's literally what this guy. He's the bass master of the universe. It's impossible to not move around, and it should be a good show.
So basically I'm going to it. I don't care. It needs to happen. It's not an I'll look into it. It's this is something we need to do because it'll
hopefully
definitely be cool.
It's a Saturday.
I'm looking for tickets.
Oh, nice. Brooks on the case. Yes.
Let's go to this beer review because I only got 2 swigs left.
Because we said Rush.
It's a good segue, and it's Rush related.
Beer review. Beer review. Beer review.
That's why.
And that was the whole thing. So I actually ordered this beer online because it's just a Rush band beer. signed off on the actual band. It even has their cool weird guy in front of that star logo. And it's just Rush Golden Ale. I'm trying to find... Honestly, I don't even know what the brewery is.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. It's got a crown
reading
on
the
it.
side of it, it says, books are for tourists, beer is for geniuses. Okay, so that must be a slogan.
Off Trail Collective.
Yeah, okay, so that is the brewery. I didn't even know that. Like, I honestly just ordered it because it was just Rush.
Yeah.
It's basically just because you do the salesman. And I'm like, well, we actually have a Rush beer this time. And I had one last time, and I didn't even really care for it that first day. But I know that week, I got some just like chicken bites of this super mesquite barbecue, and I like that stuff. But that stuff coats my tongue for like 5 days, and it does fuck with my taste buds. It takes me like 3 days to get that super tangy mesquite barbecue, like that smoky taste off.
Do you know how old you sound at this moment?
I know, and I knew last time that because it was just messing everything up. So I knew when I was drinking that beer that night, I'm like, I know there's no way it tastes like this.
My grandpa would always tell me about how like the cheese at M&S Meats, they have like a smoked hot pepper cheese, and he'd always tell me how much like the hot pepper cheese made his mouth water because it was like kind of hot. And you're like, man, that just it tastes so good and it makes my mouth water. And like he'd like it before he'd eat some before he goes to bed. That way he goes to bed without a dry mouth.
Oh, see,
like,
I couldn't do that.
It's just old man stuff, and that's exactly like he was saying that when he was like 87.
I'm like
here you are at 30 whatever 37. And basically just as old.
Yeah. I just knew. So, like, today it's actually tastes. I mean, it's beer's just a standard golden ale, 5.5% alcohol.
Not much description of the beer itself.
Yeah.
I'd say it's almost, I know it's not a Hefeweizen, but I'd say it almost tastes a little weedy.
Maybe a little bit.
Herbal.
I mean, it's not like Straub level, but it's just...
No.
It's just a good beer, but it's mostly just... It's Rush. I picture Rush drinking beer, the band members. Well, there's only 2 alive now.
Yeah. You're drinking the Alex, I'm drinking the Getty.
Yeah. I just would assume this is the beer
or
they
vice
would...
versa. I don't know why.
Yeah. Or I don't... Yeah, whatever. I'll take Alex. Who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Like, oh, I gotta... What, I'm gonna be
more
Neil?
talented? Who is the most talented member of Rush?
You'd almost have to say Getty just because of the fact that he sings,
Yeah,
too.
but he sing... Wait, you say he's less talented?
No, I'd say he... If you had to pick one over the others, I'd say he's the most just because he sings and plays.
Yeah.
But... okay, well, then... Oh, well, Neil Peart...
Neil did the lyrics and the drumming.
Yeah.
Which is all
then you're
going
to say, well, so that means Alex is the least? Well...
I would have to say Alex was the least talented member of Rush.
I just almost just because in the 70s, I mean, not quite a dime a dozen, but every band had a shredder. They all kind of shredded.
Yeah, but...
I mean, man, he's fucking...
It's so not true.
But then you just listen to some of the... Okay, take Neil and Getty out of it, and it was just like him on guitar. It would still be mind-blowing. So it's just like, huh. It's just... I think it's just...
And who knows how much that we don't know Alex did behind the scenes. You just know him as the guitar player for Rush. Which is, like... What... Rush isn't even really known as a guitar band.
Not really.
They're pretty much you think of Rush, you think of drums.
To me, they're prog band. To me, that's like, they are the prog band. Even over Pink Floyd and stuff.
What's,
you're the only prog band that was listenable.
What is Led Zeppelin? Led Zeppelin's a guitar band.
Yeah.
What's the Rolling Stones?
Led Zeppelin and Rolling Stones, I just call rock and roll. Like, to me, they were
but what are they known most? Like, what is their
blues,
instrument? Led Zeppelin,
I just don't think
it
was. I think those bands it was just drums and guitar. Like, I don't think there's one thing over the other. I think that's what they were. I think that was the whole point of them.
I don't think I'm explaining this right.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because I just don't think you can pick a thing over the other.
I would say Rolling Stones, they're more of a frontman band.
Yeah.
Like Mick Jagger is more of the Rolling Stones than Keith Richards is.
Yeah.
And I would say that Rush, and I could be 100% wrong, Rush is more of a drum band. Like Neil Peart is the most famous member of Rush.
He's the standout. Because, I mean, like I said, all the, like, top tier rock bands back then, they had just shredders. They, singers, they had all that stuff. But I mean, even Zeppelin, I mean, Bonham was amazing, but a lot of times that's not even like really so much on the albums. I mean, Rush is you put their fucking album on, it's just fill, and it's not stupid. he's like 3 drummers. It literally sounds like there's 2 drummers.
It's hard
like,
not to say. As much of a travesty as it is, the least recognized member for sure is Alex Lifeson.
And it's not even saying anything.
It's not that Alex
it's just the other 2 were just so fucking good.
It's not that Alex is a schlub. They're all 3 like.
It's just Getty sings. A lot of times he'll play keyboards with one hand and bass with the other.
Yep. It's nuts.
Or with his foot.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nuts.
And then sometimes you forget, like, that Hemispheres album, just listen to the bass. Like, he at that point, he's still just playing the bass. And he's fucking wails on that thing.
He's no slouch.
No. So it is just like, holy shit.
I like how this just turned into, like, how fucking good is
this
Rush?
beer.
Yeah.
It's weird because I don't even
into this to talk about.
I don't even hardly ever listen to Rush. I get in the mood. When I do, it's 2112, Farewell to Kings, and Hemispheres.
And Moving Pictures has to be in the list.
Yeah, I just don't really listen to it because there's only like, well, they have the big hits on there, so it kind of like there's only like 2 songs left. I think Signals. There was one from the mid '80s, Power Windows, that really slipped through the radar because it's super mid '80s production, but it actually kind of rocks too. Like for mid '80s Rush, it's actually of the '80s albums, it's the most '70s musicianship.
I have
keyboard heavy.
Clockwork Angels by Rush. But Zach burnt it for me. Shout out Zach Boda. There's a couple albums you burnt me that won't play on my like regular CD player. I need Clockwork Angels on like regular CDR, not like MP3 or something. And I need what's the other one? I need Number of the Beast. And I need
Number of the Beast.
I need Highway 61 again.
All right, let's get this rolling because I got a lot of topics here. So I'm giving the beer quality. I'll give it a 3, but it's Rush. I'll give it a 4.
Turns it up to a 4.
It's just a standard beer, but
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
And it's 5%. I'll go 5.5%.
5.5.
Yeah,
rated my good threshold. My problem with it right now, though, because it is a grandpa episode, it didn't come in a can.
My problem is mine's empty.
And my grandpa invented the pop can lid.
Yeah, the pop can lid. And a turkey call, right?
I know I've told a story about the diaphragm turkey calls.
That's been on these podcasts over, numerous times.
Yeah.
But I think this instance, it is definitely
I don't think it's weird. I don't know. I really, really, really respected my grandpa. I just thought I honestly, he was just a giant among men. I really love that guy, and I don't care. Of course I don't care, but he was like a dude. Man, I was so lucky to know him for any length of time. Let alone to if he would have grown up down the road from me, then he would have been my age, and I wouldn't have cared about him. But if he would have been like the old man at the end of my road, he still would have been a cool guy. But he wasn't. He was my friggin' grandpa.
Anyone that invents any invention involving beer whatsoever.
Yes. Every time you open a beer. And every time, so at the jail, people are like, hey, Paul, sorry to hear about your grandpa. Oh, thanks, man. He was an awesome guy. He invented the pop can lid. And I tell everybody, every time you open a beer, make sure you remember Fred Schultz.
You can say about how we opened his fridge when we were over the living room with him, and you almost drank the beer.
I was so close. So he kept the first beer that came out of the Budweiser plant in San Antonio, Texas or whatever.
Yeah.
The first can to come off a line using his patent was a Budweiser original.
Oh yeah.
And
that seems fitting. I mean, if you're gonna do you gotta do an American standard.
Well, it's not his decision. He's not
Budweiser,
you're the one.
No. I don't even think Bud Lights were. That's probably in the 80s. Was there even light beer? Maybe 70s.
No, men were men.
Yeah, I think back then it was just you.
They got prostate cancer and didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
men were men.
Men never even cried till the 80s.
Men didn't drink beer recreationally.
There wasn't even post-traumatic stress disorder for veterans till the 90s.
Nope.
I don't think.
Budweiser was strictly made.
You kept that shit internally.
Budweiser was strictly made for wrapping your Cadillac around a telephone pole. You weren't enjoying it. You were numbing yourself. But anyhow, nonetheless, my grandpa had the first can that came off the line that had his patent on it, and he had it when he came back to his assisted living home, when he was going on hospice, and I came in I after whatever. Dad says, help yourself to anything in the fridge. And I go in the fridge, and he's got like some Dr. Pepper and some like root beer and stuff. But he had a can of Budweiser there. And like, I put it in my hand, and I held it. And I could tell it was like an older can. And
so this wasn't when you were a kid. Okay.
No, this was like
recently.
2 friggin' weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever. Like, it was not.
I
long
thought you
ago.
meant this was when you were a kid.
No,
you went in the fridge and like opened
no. This
a beer.
is when he got back to. This is when like he was done in the hospital and going on hospice, and I was so close to cracking open Grandpa's 35-year-old Bud Light or Budweiser,
geez.
and I've seen this can 1,000 times. I guess I just never really saw it in his fridge or noticed it in his fridge because he probably kept it refrigerated for all his life.
Case.
Yeah,
just
I guess.
In case. 35. Hey,
in case of emergency,
you need a beer.
Break tab.
Yeah.
You say, hey, Budweiser, I need a new can to write my little note on the bottom.
See, I thought, when you're a kid, the grandfather like gave you your first sip of beer, taste of beer. Because I remember mine when I was a little kid. The first beer I ever tasted was Red Dog.
Oh, nice.
No, it wasn't nice. That shit was horrible. Well, back then when your first taste of beer is never good, but you're a little kid, and I'm like, trying to pretend it was good. That stuff didn't last very long, but it was still. When I turned 21, it was still like must have been. I mean, it had to have been the last year that it was available because I remember drinking it when I, at some point, or I might have been like 19, probably. It was probably before I turned 21, and I tasted it. That shit was horrible. I don't know how to explain it. My memory is it tastes like beer with metal shavings in it. Like it was just terrible. Like it was like they trying to make it manly.
Was it made with real dog?
It honestly might have been. I just remember like, I know when it came out, and I think when I look back, it must have been like it was a man's beer. So all these people drinking it for that summer, they had to have been pretending they liked it because honestly,
it was like the Dr. Pepper 10 of beer.
Yeah, it was like the clear Pepsi of beer.
So on the bottom of the can, and I knew this, and I just didn't know it was in his fridge. I guess. Oh yeah, we got food to eat too.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know it was in his fridge or hadn't seen it in a while. It has on the bottom of the can written in Sharpie, like whatever year it was, first can to come off the line with my patent on it, and he had it written like it was the exact first can.
That was the first. Okay.
Yeah, that was the absolute first can that was ever.
To sell it on eBay for like $20,000.
Absolutely not. My dad has it.
You say that to you. What if you got an offer for like 30 grand? I know.
Dude, you could offer me any amount of money. Like money, fuck, I don't care. It's my that's family legacy. There's nothing that's going to be worth that. And nobody would pay that.
No, nobody would.
Nobody would pay that. But you still have them. If they did, I wouldn't care.
Mid-90s Steelers AFC Championship.
Yeah, those don't mean anything to me.
Unopened. I just don't know the rules on selling beer on eBay.
You could sell them as a collective item, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
As a collector's item.
So you got, moving on to this food thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been sitting here eyeing it up. What am I supposed to open it? Is that like,
yeah.
You got popcorn.
Make sure you open it close to the microphone.
I tried, I'll hold this one.
I've been holding on to this for a while.
I'm afraid of it like exploding. Ooh.
It's okay, it's a full bag.
Well, glad I held off a little bit because I think I would have ripped it about wide open. I guess I have the bag. I get first taste.
We'll get a sniff of it first. Take a big whiff. Yeah, and explain to the listeners what it is.
It's Pop Time Creations popcorn. It's everything bagel and cream cheese flavor. It's a gourmet popcorn mix.
Everything bagel and cream cheese flavor.
It's all natural flavored. Wish they could just say that.
It was at TJ Maxx, and it was like one of those. I saw it, and I thought, for $3, that's fodder for the podcast.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait to try it. It smells kind of movie theater butter flavored. It smells like a Blasto butter.
I don't want to hold it anymore because I can't stay out on this type of shit. I will eat it, but
I don't taste everything bagel. I would say cream cheese.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Tastes like onion.
See, that's what I should have opened it from the back and tasted it and then tried to guess with it.
When I pop positive on my piss test for opiates, I'll say, oh, there was poppy seeds in my everything bagel flavored popcorn that I ate this weekend.
I tried.
That checks out, Paul.
Last week, I tried Fruit Stripes gummies.
Ooh.
It's because I saw them. And that little kid in me,
Thanks for saving them for the podcast, asshole.
Honestly, they kind of sucked. And they were that type of gummy
That's for the listener to decide.
Yeah, they're that type of gummy that you just needed to have a cow jaw to even chew it. Like it was a lot of work to chew through. But when I got home, then I went online and I was like, I wonder what other kind of weird candies there are. So I Googled weird candies and I got a list here. This is all real fucking candies that either were or still made. Of course, a lot of it's in Japan because they get all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah.
There's squid candy.
Okay.
It looks and tastes like squid.
Shout out to John Squid Academy.
There's pickle candy canes, which I've seen. That just sounds horrible. There's the candy corn.
Yes.
There's turkey dinner candy corn. There's green bean, like flavor.
Oh, the worst
Stuffing.
you could do.
No, not the worst. Carrots. Carrot
Wow,
flavored
they're even
candy.
trying.
And the only one that might be passable is cranberry sauce, but even that I think would be
I was
terrible.
thinking like cranberry sauce, turkey, and
Oh, there's stuffing too. Right.
stuffing. I'm into that.
There's wasabi Kit Kats. Here's an
Okay,
interesting
die.
one. Barbecue Payday. But apparently they're popular down south. Like the Payday candy bar.
Yeah.
There's Sour Flush Candy Toilets. It's a plastic toilet with candy powder in a bowl, and you like lick the lollipop plunger,
I believe it.
and you stick it into the toilet.
In 4th grade, I would have thought that was really
Yeah.
funny.
There's box of booger gummies, and the flavors are snottermelon, sour green boogie, and lemon loogie.
Those are all very 2nd grade. I would have thought those were funny.
Camel balls. So the picture on the package, it's a camel's ass,
Yeah.
but there's no asshole, but it's the camel's nutsack. And I think this is something like Spencer's, like a joke for adults. But you'll look it up on Google. The packaging is just like, what the fuck? And there's a toe of Satan lollipop. It's like a hot cinnamon lollipop.
Yeah.
It's a Satan's toe. And Uncle Ernie's candy ashes that apparently made with real cigar ashes.
Huh.
And it says it's cherry flavored. And candy ashes. And that was just the list of shit that I was looking online of weird
Interesting.
candies. But let's go from candy to kicking ass and wrap this bitch up with our second B-side of the day, which is one we recorded a while ago called Ass Kicking Boots.
Really? That's a B-side?
I kind of forgot about it last season.
It's not a bad song. It just doesn't make any sense. So it's hard to like put into anything. Yeah.
But,
all
that's
right.
our episode.
All right. Oopie doopie, everybody. Shout out. Levon, what was your grandpa's name?
Jack Bryan.
Jack Bryan. Shout out Jack Bryan. Fought in the Korean War. Where was he at?
Well, weirdly, his real name is John Bryan, but for some reason,
they
Jack,
abbreviated it to Jack.
it was just Jack.
Jack's a common nickname for John.
Yeah, it was
John
just-
Jack Bryan.
yeah. John Eugene Bryan was his
John Eugene
name,
Bryan.
but it was just Jack. It was just kind of just whatever. It was
Fought
just
in the
pap
Korean War.
to me. You know,
What branch was he in?
he was in the Navy. He was on the aircraft carrier USS Kula Gulf.
Kula Gulf. What's the deal with the Korean War? I know we're trying to end the
I don't think anyone knows.
yeah. Is it just like
Apparently, it didn't do anything.
well,
There's still North and South Korea. One North's commie and South is supposed to be allied, but
yeah.
you gotta ask the Koreans.
Well, anyhow, thank you, Jack Bryan, for fighting for our freedom. Solid guy. They don't make him like you anymore, Jack.
Yeah. Thanks for working hard so we can watch Netflix and have the easy life.
Appreciate it. Oopie doopie, everybody. Thanks for listening to
doopie.
our family episode.
Ass kicking boots.
Shrimp.
Boy, these boots were made to walk all over you. Yeah, kick it. Yeah, you best get gone, cause I'm bad news when I put on these ass-kicking boots.
Round one, fight.
Oh, you better run and hide, cause your caboose is a bullseye for my ass-kicking boots. I tell you, son, you're such a cunt and such a tool. I call you bluff, you fucking fool.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And all let go.
You may think you're tough, think you're cool, till my boot shoves up your lame a-hole.
I hate your guts, and that's what's gonna be left all over the mat.
I will massacre you. I will fuck you up. If you made the list, there ain't no truce, no avoiding these fists or asking boots.
Dude, you are so dead.
I'm a me motherfucker on the loose, and you're just a number for my ass kicking boot.
Final round. Finish him.
I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch.
Son, I'll end your days just like that and lay you flat on your back.
You're gonna fight or you plan on boring me? Next time I'll hurt your feelings too.
You know you dug your grave, you're dead at last, cause these boots were made to kick your ass. And you won't be the last. Bastard, who's with these asking boots?
Fight. Hit the round, beat you with that big elbow, and pin you 1, 2, 3. Guaranteed victory.
You are mine now. You belong to me.